Hello everyone, Carmine from New York here. Today we're shooting with a film camera that costs $7. This is the AV Lavec L3. It's a lot of words and numbers for a plastic camera. Now, this camera goes under the heading of a lomography camera. Now, lomography just means a fun camera with optics that aren't so sharp. It might be sharp in one section of the picture and not so sharp in another one. But these cameras are about $7 with a few dollars for shipping. They're on eBay. There's tons of them. They all come still sealed in a box. They're new old stock. So I picked one up for $7. Inside, I shot with a roll of Berlin 400 ISO film. It's made by Lomography. I bought it, not a sponsor. And you're going to see all the photographs I took with this camera and the Berlin black and white film all throughout this video. Now let's just go over this camera, okay? It has a non-interchangeable lens that says Lavec optical glass lens. It says 50 millimeter series. It has a serial number. It says it's an f6 lens. Now the aperture is actually adjustable from 5.6 to f16. And there's an aperture dial right here. But it's a strange aperture. It's not an aperture that has shutter blades, that you're used to. What this has is like an opening that slides this way. This would be open and this would be closed down. I'll put it in front of the camera to see if you can see. It might be very, very hard to see it, but I will take close-up photos of the aperture opening and I'll submit them here. Okay, now on top of the camera there is a frame counter. You can put in 24 exposure film or 36. This is the shutter button, and I just happened to screw into the cable release opening. This is just a bigger, wider button to help with my big giant fingers. It has a hot shoe right here, so it will take a flash, an electronic flash right on the top. This is your film rewind knob on the top. On the side, it has 2 lugs. I only use a wrist strap because it's pretty light. Let's see, on the bottom, it has the film release button for when you rewind it, tripod socket, and this is the release button to open up the back. Now, if you look carefully, you'll see this here. I put a piece of gaffer's tape. I have always put gaffer's tape on any old film camera just to keep the back tight. It does a few things. Number one, it stops any accidental opening, but also the gaffer's tape, when I apply it, I squeeze the back closed, and that will help with any light leaks that might be occurring in the camera. Okay, on the back, this is your film advance knob, and it does have a pass-through viewfinder. Okay. The front has the name AV Lavec and the number L3, and of course the lens, which says it's a glass lens. Now, this camera might look familiar to you folks if you've ever gotten a free Time magazine camera, because this company, Lavec, in Taiwan, was the maker of the Time camera giveaway. Gear. Also, up until 2022, Lavec was still around. They were making cameras and furniture, because of course those two things go together. Let's see what else I can tell you about it. Well, that's about it. Oh, here's one thing. I haven't taken this camera apart, and I won't unless it breaks. But a few people that have owned these said that when they took the bottom off, there's actually a piece of lead on the bottom to make it feel heavy. And it has some weight to it. It doesn't feel like an empty plastic box. But they've said that they actually put a lead strip under this plastic bottom plate to give it some heft. Okay, so remember, this is all about lomography. Which, if you look up the definition of lomography, it just means quirky, arty photography with unexpected sharpness and crazy effects, basically from the lens. But in this case, it has a glass lens. So let's look at all the photographs this camera took with 400 ISO, Berlin brand, lomography, black and white film. Oh, by the way, I developed it in Rodinol in my darkroom. Let's go.